Wishing you well, November 2025.
And I suggest you take a break from military topics because I'm on vacation and I want to show you my trip. Specifically, my wife and I are going to Portugal, so I'll show you the whole journey, how much everything costs, and the most interesting sites. So let's go to Portugal. And we started our journey to the Portuguese island called Madeira. From the city of Nipro, we took a train to Uzhhorod. We'll spend the night here, and tomorrow we'll head to Hungary. For now, we're going to check into the hotel. So this is the room. The hotel is called Nickel. It costs 2,160 Arivnias, that's with a discount. Veterans get a 10% discount. Here's a large bathroom like this. It's pretty standard. Everything fits just right. There's a wardrobe and a big room, a bedroom, a bed, a table, there's a kettle, a television, but there's no balcony here. But we don't need two beds. We're moving out tomorrow anyway. Now we'll go somewhere to have lunch. We're at the Liba restaurant in Uzhhorod. Honestly, I recommend it. We ordered bograch, pumpkin soup, and cream soup. Two kinds. We had, what's it called, banasha, selo, vodka. Our whole bill was 1,600 hryvnias, very tasty. So the restaurant is recommended, come by and we'll see you. We'll meet tomorrow, the vacation is starting. The next day we're already in Hungary. We booked a transfer from Uzhhorod to Budapest. It's a group transfer and costs 50 euros per person. Well, at the border on the Ukrainian side, we spent about an hour and a half. It took a long time there. The security service of Ukraine officers talked to us. Well, I was a serviceman and there was another serviceman, so it was for the military. You need to have an extract from the order and a leave pass that states you are going abroad, and you also need your military identification. And the security service of Ukraine officers will talk to you, they'll tell you what not to do there and so on. We spent roughly 90 minutes at the Ukrainian border and 30 minutes at the Hungarian border, where there was a new procedure. They took fingerprints on our right hand, so keep in mind that if you haven't traveled abroad this year, they'll be taking your fingerprints. And we left, and it's about 3.5 hours to Budapest, so now we'll arrive in Budapest, check into the hotel, and then I'll show you where we'll be walking around. Here we are in Budapest. We booked Trigon Palace. It's an apartment and not a hotel, so now I'll show you what it looks like. Here's the entrance. It costs 3,300 hryvnias. Let's start here. We have a little kitchen like this. A cabinet. A large bathroom with a toilet, a shower, and here's a big room. We have 2 sofas, a television here, kind of a fireplace here, and a double bed. a double bed. So I think these are very, very nice apartments. And now we're going to change clothes and go out, walk around, and as always, eat something. This is the Basilica of Saint Ishta, as it's called, and I want to say that there are a lot of them here. Right now they're setting up locations for New Year's. So when we come back from vacation, we'll stay here for one day, and I'll show you what the New Year's fair will look like here. So definitely watch all the episodes that will be during my vacation. And now I'm really hungry. The night here is so Chinese, so humid. We were here a few years ago, so I recommend coming here. We're going to eat here now because it's tried and tested. Pak Nudra Sok. We ordered beef with vegetables and duck soup for two. Well, the whole meal cost about 1,000 hryvnias. Well, I want to say that food here in Hungary isn't cheap, but you need to know the places where it's tasty because not everywhere cooks well. But here it's 100% guaranteed very delicious. Really awesome. The next day, we didn't take a taxi this time, but went by bus.
It cost 645 hryvnias for both of us.
That's twice as cheap as when we took a taxi from the city center to the airport. Now we're at Budapest International Airport, and in a few hours, we'll be flying to Portugal.
So come fly with us.
It took us 5 hours and 15 minutes to fly from Budapest to the Portuguese island of Madeira. Everything has arrived, everything is fine. Now we're going to take a taxi that will take us to the hotel. The taxi ride will take us 10 minutes. We checked and saw that in the Bolt app it costs $10, which works for us. Now we're calling for a ride and heading to check in at the hotel. As always, we have a room tour just as we enter here. We have a bathtub, a sink, a toilet, a bidet, everything is standard. The room is small, but we're on an excursion. So you see there's a bed like this, and it's already dark here so you can't see, but to the right you can already see the ocean. Well, basically tomorrow, when it's daytime, I'll tell you what kind of hotel this is, where it's located, what it looks like, and how much it costs. We're here for 7 days, so stay tuned. Well, it's morning already. By the way, we've checked into a hotel called Dom Pedro. Mexico is a town right on Madeira Island, and there are a lot of different towns here. Later, we'll rent a car and drive all around the island, showing you different landmarks. Also, I want to say that this island really feels like eternal spring. In the morning, there was rain and fog, so I put on a long sleeve shirt, but here people are just walking around in t-shirts. So the weather is like spring now, about 20 degrees Celsius. The wind isn't cold. There's a beach here, and you can go swimming.
By the way, the whole tour, including accommodation and round-trip flights, cost 58,000 hryvnias.
We only have breakfasts included here. For lunch and dinner to be included. It's rare, as we were told, but it does exist, though it's expensive, so I recommend taking only breakfast included, and there are a lot of different cafes here. We just went into a supermarket, and they have food there that's prepared. People walk around with trays, and there, 1 kilogram costs 8 euros, and you can get a kilogram of potatoes or seafood or a kilogram of meat. No matter what, it will still cost 8 euros. So you won't go hungry. There are absolutely no problems with food here. It's a very interesting island. I'm going to show you what's here in Mashika and tell you a bit about the history of this island, so stay tuned.
Madeira was discovered by the Portuguese in 1419. They say that when the first sailors set foot on the shore, the island was so densely covered with forests that they had to set part of the land on fire to clear it. The fire lasted for a whole week, and that's when the island got its name Madeira, which means wood. Today we are in Mexico, the city that is considered the first place where the colonizers landed. This is where the history of the settlement of the island of Mexico began. It's quiet, cozy, and very atmospheric. But do you know what makes it special? A beach that actually didn't exist? Madeira is a volcanic island, so there are almost no natural sandy beaches here. But in Mexico there's golden sand. Where did it come from? They specially brought in 200,000 tons of sand from the Sahara Desert to create a comfortable beach for locals and tourists. A real oasis on the edge of the Atlantic. And of course, Madeira is all about emotions. Incredible winding roads, laurel forests, waterfalls, meadows, and an ocean that changes color under every cloud. Here, every day brings discoveries, and every town has its own story. If you're planning a trip here, Mexico definitely has to be on your list. This is a place where you feel Madeira as it once was, wild, beautiful, and a little bit magical.
I want to show you this local drink. It's called Poncha Maracuja. Poncha is its name. There's maracuja, there's lemon, there's regional. They're all different. It's based on rum, made locally, mixed here. We'll try all sorts of them. Subtitle editor Olia Shore.
End of the briefing.
It's already the next day.
In the morning, we rented a car. The rental for 4 days cost 180 euros, and for 4 days you also need to leave a 200 euro deposit. If there are any problems with the car later, they might keep it, but otherwise they return the 200 euros.
If everything is fine, from you.
You only need an international driver's license, money, and that's it. So the next 4 days will be very busy for us. Travels, because we will see a lot of different interesting sights, and the first location we're going to is Camara de lo Bush. This is a fishing town, and Winston Churchill really liked to relax there. So now we'll see what kind of settlement it is. It was here that Churchill liked to spend his time. He used to paint there. I see paintings show it. Well, football players know for sure. Ronaldo was born on the island of Madeira. And here's the cafe. They say it's owned by Ronaldo's uncle, this cafe. Everyone drinks beer here in the original Poncha, but we're driving, so we don't drink. Kilometers, and we're already in Cabo Hiro. This is a viewpoint. I'll show you what's here, how beautiful it is. And I want to say something to those who are planning to come here. Be sure to bring some cash with you, like 10 or 5 euros, because the entrance here costs 3 euros per person. But the machines where you can buy a ticket with a card, for some reason Ukrainian cards don't work. You can't buy with them. You need cash here, and then a worker just gives you a receipt and lets you in with their own card. That's it. And here's the main observation deck. It's just beautiful. Friends,
Hey, can you explain what this is? Everywhere here they're selling either a PP or a rocket or whatever this is. I don't get it. Write in the comments if you know what this is. There are a lot of different ones here with these propellers that don't spin. What is it? What is it even? Let me know.
We arrived in Funchal and met up with an old buddy. This is Alexander. We spent our last years at DGU University together and lived in the same room. Even he has been living here in Madeira for the last 6 years. But he left Ukraine about 15 years ago. He left in 2013, traveled all over the world, and ended up staying here. So he'll tell again why Madeira attracted him so much that he's been living here for so long. And how did we meet? I want to say that Alexander has been helping us since the first days of the war, donating whatever was needed, and he keeps helping us regularly. So I want to present this to him.
Wow.
A gift. This is a cap from the 93rd Brigade Support. I help the Army of Ukraine. This is a cap that only the command and the top supporters who help us the most have. So I'm giving you this cap. So Alexander will show us more today. By the way, where are we right now?
This is called the Dos Cerrado era. Now we'll go out to the observation balcony.
We should also film a video there. It'll be epic with a cliff dropping about half a kilometer.
So,
Wait, let's go to the cliff. What is this Delino called?
this is called the Valley of the Nuns.
And that there are many nuns there.
I can tell a story about that. Once, back in the days of pirates and the nuns, they were taking refuge in this valley so that they wouldn't, I don't know, get robbed or raped. They hid here and organized this place. Yes, that's why it's called the Valley of the Nuns.
Soups in general. We were just over there, and we came down to the nuns, to what's called the Valley of the Nuns, the Valley of the Nuns. And now Sanyok is going to take us to eat chestnut soup. Honestly, we went into a supermarket here, and everyone is grabbing these chestnuts. I said to Yulia, look, chestnuts, people eat them here. Turns out they have chestnut soup here. Now we'll taste it, just like he did. Let's go, Sanyok. Tell us what local delicacies there are here, what we absolutely have to try, what they're called, and honestly, what they taste like.
To taste or drink?
To drink and to taste?
Well, let's taste it first. So I've brought you here now to the Valley of the Nuns. In this restaurant, in my opinion, they make the tastiest chestnut soup. It's really great. Just top two after borscht, I'll check later, and bolo do caco is bread. They make these cool flatbreads, and inside there's garlic with butter. Yeah, it's a great thing, kind of like pampushka, so it's the Portuguese version of borscht with pampushki. Then what do they make? It's called Spitada is like shashlik on a bay leaf branch, and it's also a great thing. They're not making it here today. They need to light a fire there for that. Then there's another thing called spada. Just spada. It's a swordfish, really scary with teeth, and it's cool, really awesome. It has this white meat. What else should I tell you about? Oh, and what? Poncha is a local drink. It's juice with rum. They make it with different juices. Poncha is made with various juices. Yes, Riganal. They make it with orange juice. Then pescador, that means fisherman. That's the translation. They make it with lemon juice, and there are others like mango, strawberry.
Yes.
Well, are you saying that the one with strawberry is the tastiest?
I like the one with strawberry the most, but I don't know. And they also say the one with tangerines is great too. It's a cool flavor. Are you going to try it here now? They make these liqueurs here called Madeira wine, and they make them in different flavors too. They usually bring these samples after the meal, so you'll try them and then you can say yourself how you like the taste.
What you really need to taste.
What you don't need to taste.
Maybe something so terrible that you shouldn't order it by accident.
Or is there nothing like that here?
I haven't had that experience, so I don't know. There's no extreme food here, nothing spicy, everything's fine. The fish is great. We're kind of in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and they catch a lot of different fish here. It's not just espada they make, they also catch tuna here. Anyway, I don't remember all the names of the fish. You just need to try it. You can have a whole fish. They bake it for you over the fire. There's so much fish. And you know what else you can try? They make this thing like octopus. They cut it into pieces like this.
We ate octopus. It was delicious.
They grilled top-notch, basically seafood. In Madeira, you have to try everything, so that's how it is. Tell me.
Why did you stay in Madeira? You've been here for more than 5 years?
I know you've traveled half the world already, so why did you like it here specifically?
This is the best climate I've ever experienced in my life. It's always like, I don't know, May, whether it's the beginning or end of May, all year round. The people here, the Portuguese, are really great. They're very friendly, and they treat Ukrainians especially well. And from the very beginning, because of the war, this empathy became even stronger. But even before that, they treated us well. What else is here? I don't know. It's safe. There's really no crime at all. In short, all of this together, if you sum it up, I don't know. Well, and I like it. Kind of that Madeiran vibe. So relaxed. Like this.
Okay, well, everyone will be interested in how you make money, here, right on the island.
Right now, you could say I'm spending my own money. I just retrained myself. I used to make 3D models, but now I've switched. I develop apps now, but for now, I don't make much money from them.
So you work remotely, right? Yes. You see, you can work, sit anywhere, just live in the best country, on the best island with the best climate, eat seafood, drink poncho.
And everything is great.
If you want, come over.
Well, they've brought the chestnut soup.
Sopa, where are the chestnuts?
I don't know. I'll show you the consistency. You can see the consistency like this. I don't know.
There's lard here, chestnuts,
Chestnuts.
grandmas and beans, some kind of meat.
Some.
Carrot.
Carrot. I wonder if there are a lot there.
Like tvorish by the smell.
It's sweet, yeah. Chestnuts are sweet. So tasty, damn. So they're not chestnuts, wow. Yeah. I'll show you more.
This is a chestnut.
That's how I am. The taste is strange. It's kind of raw, a bit like undercooked potatoes or like an overcooked nut. Have you ever eaten an overcooked nut, like a bean, like a potato? If so, then it's like a potato, just, well, tasty.
Welcome and do you.
Friends, it's the third day of our vacation on Madeira Island, and we're continuing our journey. Today, our plan is to see a lot of sights. Specifically, we're going to a factory that makes rum. But you'll see all of this in the second episode.
There will be a total of 3 episodes of our travels. This is the first episode you're watching. The second episode is about many landmarks. It will be about Madeira, and the third episode will be about the New Year's Fair in Budapest. So to make sure you don't miss anything, subscribe to the Moto Life channel, give us a like, and hit the bell. We continue traveling and showing you the most interesting things. Bye.